Test 1 2. Can you hear me? Test 1 2. Can you hear me? Fine. You can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. It's always when I say something interesting that it just fucking dies for no good reason. I hate it. Really annoyed, and I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. I'm gonna look into fixing it. But that's probably not gonna happen for like a month, so oh well. What was I talking about? Right. Yeah. It's getting really difficult to tell what does too much damage and what does too little damage, because the rules have just been broken so many times. It's the novice and expert has always been broken on like Pokemon difficulties, but it's just like supports do as much damage as speedsters, all-rounders do as much damage as attackers, and speedsters do no damage, even though the speedsters have ridiculously long cooldowns, even though they're supposed to be doing the most damage. It's every Pokemon can do whatever it wants. The rules mean nothing, which is good. I like the creativity, but like it gets really difficult to tell when something does too little or too much damage at this point. Very hard to tell. But oh well. Confusion didn't stun when Power Swap was linked. Oh, that's the bug that I heard about. So that's the bug that people were talking about with Power Swap. Gotcha. Wait. So I see when cooldown lengthened, that's fine because I feel like it does need to do a lot of damage. I feel like there's just a lot of cooldowns that are a little low, but not by much, so it's not a big deal. Fire Punch cooldown reduced, that's gonna be annoying. Fire Punch plus move upgrade, don't know what that means. Charizard Seismic Slam move downgrade. It's rare to see that. It's been a year, but we have finally got a Charizard Unite move that is somewhat balanced. It's been a whole year, and we've had to have Unite moves as a mechanic changed, and Unstoppable and Hindrance Resistance added as a change. But we finally have a Charizard Unite move that might be balanced. Finally. It took 12 months plus the beta, but we might finally be here. Finally. They've had to nerf it 3 times and add 2 mechanics to do it, but I think they finally did it. Pursuit, duration of effects on user decreased. Hey, Absol might be legal for hide and seek again. Let's go. I assume this is just reducing the speed, or lessening the time that the speed is in effect. Aegis / Shadow Sneak, damage dealt decreased. Aegis / Shadow Sneak. They have Sacred Sword, they have Wide Guard, they have Iron Head, and they have Shadow. Is Shadow Sneak the second one? Is that what it's called? Shadow Sneak? Is that the alternative to Sacred Sword? Why'd they nerf that one? Sacred Sword needed the nerf. No one's picked Shadow Sneak in months. Except Thunder. But he plays everything on Aegis Slash. Ironhead move upgrade. I mean, it was bad, so go for it. Why? Why would you not nerf Sacred Sword? Why? I don't understand. Pointless. Why? Why? Buzzwole's attack has been increased. That's dangerous. Smackdown, Leech Life, Mega Punch, and Fell Sleep. Mega Punch? I thought it was Superpower. What? And there's Ultra Swole Slam as their Unite move. What's Mega Punch? Did someone... Oh, was it busted for invades? Oh. Shadow Sneak is a starting move. Oh, it is! I totally forgot about that. That's fair. Okay, I understand that one now. That makes sense. Mega Punch is starting move. Got it. I do not memorize those. Very easy. Okay. Oh, it is! Mega Punch is the starting move. You're right. I remember now. I did not play Buzzful very much. Smackdown, Leech Life, Mega Punch, and Fell Stinger all have, and Fell Stinger was also a starting move. Damage dealt to opposing Pokemon all increased. No, Fell Stinger's not a starting move, is it? No, it is. Because Lunge, Leech Life, Smackdown, Superpower. Yeah, Fell Stinger's a starting move. Okay, yeah. Those are all moves I can see having their damage up. Smackdown damage up is going to be rough, considering it already did so much. That's probably going to be his best move now. Leech Life got their damage up. Maybe not. Especially with the attack up. Smackdown is going to do so much damage. Azumarill now evolves at level 4. Wait, what? Yeah, Azumarill evolves at level 4 now, which I feel like is fair. It's not really a Pokemon that should be mid-game or late game. It really should be early game. Whirlpool, level 4, so they just adjusted the moves. And you get cooldown reduced on Aqua Tail. Very nice. Play rough, damage increased. Oh, it was bad, so that's good. That's probably not going to be a big deal, but it's good. You know, get Play Rough and Water Pulse, I assume a level early. Whirlpool Plus, level early. Aqua Tail Plus, level early. Move upgrade to Aqua Tail Plus, interesting. Play Rough, early. Water Pulse, early. Belly Bash, early. Okay, so you get everything earlier. They got the Gardevoir treatment. Everything's a level early now. But they also buffed Aqua Tail and Play Rough, which is good. People didn't use them very much, considering how much healing Whirlpool gave you. Blastoise Water Gun damage increased. I know why, but Skull Bash damage increased. That makes sense, but also does it? Does Blastoise need to do this much damage? I don't think so. Surf cooldown reduced. That makes sense. Hydro Typhoon charge rate increase. Come on, we finally got the Unite move balance. Oh, why? Now Blastoise is gonna be like Snorlax levels of stupid broken in the early game. Why did he get this early? Uh, why did he get that faster? It was finally balanced. Why? Wigglytuff pound increased. And you can't unnerf Blissey's pound? This is bull. Cooldown reduced on Dazzling Gleam. So they're trying to... So they have now buffed both of Wigglytuff's moves, so now she just does more damage, again, as a support who shouldn't do damage. Great. The rolls mean nothing. Starlight Recital, charge rate increase, that makes sense. Because it got heavily nerfed. Heavily nerfed. Several times now. At least twice. Slowbro Water Gun, damage increased. It needed it, but did it? Surf, cooldown reduced. Oof, that's gonna hurt. Telekinesis cooldown reduced. That was needed. It had like a 10-second cooldown. Amnesia had like what, 8? Maybe less. Unite move, slow beam. Unite move, charge rate increased. That makes sense. New boosted attack damage decreased. Thank goodness. Agility fixed bugs that affected maximum range. Not entirely sure what that means, but we'll see, I guess. Gengar Hex range decrease. Interesting nerf. Not gonna do anything about the cooldowns, just the range, huh? Well, that's fine, because it was supposed to be a melee anyway. Really, you should just dive down into the ground and not go anywhere. You shouldn't go anywhere. You should just pop back up where you are, and if they leave, you're boned. That would pretty much put it in line with the rest of the speedsters, except Absol. I wonder how much they decrease the range. Sylveon basic attack bug fixes. Who knows what that means? Tyranitar basic attack fixed bugs that caused effects to not appear. Who knows what that means? Thanks, Unite. See if the servers are up. We can do the boost emblem tutorial real quick and then go to bed. Tuxedo Gengar now exists. One day for that. Leon's face is now in the Legacy Trainer Showdown for some reason. Did they change this, or...? They made it harder to tell the check marks again. I don't know why they keep doing that. I don't know why they keep making it harder to tell what you've done. They haven't changed it. It's still the same. Is the duration the same? 10-6? Yep, 10-6. Same. Alright, well that's all the same. I assume it's in the tutorial area and not in here. But we got a Drowsy, so whatever. Tails. Emblems. And nothing here. Check tutorials in here somewhere. Is it in here? Hey. Thank you. Where's the tutorials again? I forget. Practice? Aha. Tutorials, basics. Not in here. Can you even do it if you've already got boost emblems? Maybe it's in the boost emblem section. Details. Hey, I can make a silver Venusaur. Look at that. No, my Aeos coins. That just felt like doing that, seeing what it looked like. Details. Oh. Other details and details. Different effects, colors, 10 emblems, changes in combinations with recommended colors, color effects. I guess you can't do the tutorial unless you haven't made an account yet. That's crazy. Dang, dude. Oh, there's battle guides for all the maps now. It's a key to victory. Will not appear again. One is defeated, reappears 60 seconds later. All Rotons disappear with Zapdos. You have to be good at maneuvering on the playing field. Avalugg. Manage to deal damage to nearby opposing Pokemon. Also for a short time, somewhere the damage received by Pokemon on your team will be nullified. The movement speed of opposing Pokemon will be decreased. This also makes an ice barrier appear in your team's goal zone, which opposing Pokemon first destroyed, but they can score. Once a set amount of damage has been dealt to Electrode, a self-destruct countdown begins. When a Electrode uses self-destruct, nearby Pokemon receive heavy damage and left unable to act. Oh. Knockout. Pokemon yourself, but also when you make an assist, when your Night Ball is at maximum capacity, your goal scoring speed is one time only. In addition, your Night Ball will automatically fill with AS energy as time passes. Didn't know that. Your Pokemon will drop a little AS energy. Knocked out, just like on other maps. Oh, no, it's talking about the bar underneath will fill over time. Oh, it's only on Shiver City that you get that. Got Aroma Park. Was the best time to defeat wild Pokemon? How should your team work together to score back-to-back goals? Having a solid strategy is the key to victory. When a Pokemon stands in a conveyor line or anywhere near it, it will automatically be moved in the direction of the arrows or anywhere near it. For draw time after a Pokemon scores a goal, all goals that Pokemon team scores in the same goal zone will award double points. That would have been useful when this map was first introduced. Score doubling effect ends after a set amount of time, but every time one of your team's Pokemon scores a goal, the effect is still active. The effect countdown restarts. However, if Pokemon scores a goal, the effect will instantly. Wild Pokemon. Random spots on the map. Deal with the pesky teleport. After your team defeats Regigigas, your goal scoring speed increases and are unblockable. Araquanid calls up to 3 Dupiter to its side. The amount of calls changes based on how many other Pokemon are nearby, excluding wild Pokemon. No other tabs. Catch 'em. Oh boy! Which wild Pokemon should you defeat? When should you swap to one? Making these decisions effectively will lead you to victory. And finally, when you catch a wild Pokemon, a Pokemon icon will replace the battle item icon. You can swap to the Pokemon you caught by selecting this icon. Swap back, you can select the icon again. Unique effective legendary Pokemon moves. When Zapdos, Articuno, or Regigigas hit a goal zone with Zap Cannon, Ice Beam, or Hyper Beam respectively, that Pokemon can make the goal zone defenseless. And that's it. That's all you get to know. Alright. Day of Sky Ruins. Here we go. There's the big one. 10 minutes. Highest score when the battle ends win. Maximum limit how much you can store. Whoop. 1 to 8 is 30. Level 9 it's 40. Level 12 is 50. When multiple teammates gather in the same goal zone, the goal scoring speed of all teammates there is increased. You know, goals 30% increase with 1, up to 60 with 5. Unite moves can be used once the Unite move gauge charges to 100%. The Unite move gauge charges automatically over time as well as Pokemon scores goals, defeats wild Pokemon, or KOs Pokemon from the other team. I knew it increased when you killed enemy Pokemon and players. Pokemon gain XP over time, as well as from scoring goals, defeating other Pokemon. Pokemon level up as they gain XP points, and some evolve at certain levels. However, evolution will only occur from fighting and defeating other Pokemon and not from XP over time. As Pokemon reaches level it can evolve, the enemy point be deferred until it evolves. The deferred XP points will be rewarded after. Be sure to participate in fights and evolve your Pokemon in order to keep leveling up. When there are 2 minutes left on the clock, you're in the final stretch. Wild Pokemon evolve, providing more AS energy. Goals scored are worth double. Map is split into 2 paths, one on top and one on the bottom. Both teams' goal zones are located on these paths, and also in the middle of the map. Various wild Pokemon appear. You can defeat them to collect AS energy. There's more tall grass in the top path, which means there will be more close quarters battles. All-rounder defender Pokemon will prove useful here. So that was their mentality for doing that. I thought it was for scoring. I thought it was for stacking. Attacker Pokemon that can inflict hindrances work well alongside their allies, and so will also prove useful here. From the middle of the battle on here, Pokemon here should coordinate with their teammates to defeat Regieleki to score points and give their team an advantage. They knew Regieleki would be busted. The recommended rules are just examples. After learning the basics of battle strategy, choose the best paths for your team members based on your actual team lineup. There's less tall grass, which means there are more ranged battles. Attacker or supporter Pokemon will prove useful here. More XP points can be obtained from wild Pokemon here than on top path, so this path is a good option for having Pokemon evolve and get stronger. Well, it's not. It's the opposite. Well, I guess that works. In the middle of battle, where all merged Pokemon should cooperate with their teammates and knock out opposing Pokemon to score points and give their team an advantage. Jungle. Pokemon that reach the central area are able to move around the entire map from the beginning of the battle, so featured Pokemon will be useful here. More XP points can be obtained from defeating wild Pokemon in the center and then either, making it suitable for Pokemon evolve to get stronger. From the middle onward, Pokemon should cooperate with their teammates on the top and bottom paths to knock out opposing Pokemon and give their team an advantage. I can't hover over the thing here. Check each of the icons for more information and map features. Starting your team's base, you recover HP almost instantly, not anymore, and will appear here after getting knocked out. Jump pad, 5 minutes in, press down, choose where you want to land, press ZR when you want to jump to that location. When you land, Pokemon near you will be thrown. Crazy that I didn't mention in Mer Stadium that you don't get a jump pad until your goal breaks. They didn't mention it at all. Man, gnarly Scar. That sucks. Press down to choose where you want to land with the right stick, press ZR and you will jump to that location. When you land, no opposing Pokemon near you will be thrown. They don't mention the quick strat, but that's because it's also not very easy to explain in words. For anyone who doesn't know, while the animation is playing, showing the camera zooming out and showing where your indicator is going to go, you can move while you're standing on the platform in a very tight circle and mash the ZR button, and you can jump much quicker than normal. However, just due to the speed at which it does it, generally you can only jump to far top goal, far bottom goal, far out goal, or short middle by not touching the stick. However, you generally will only ever need to jump to the outer 3 if you're doing it quickly, so there's really no reason to ever jump to the inner 3, and I'm not entirely sure why it's an option. But it is. A defense's goal zone will not provide HP recovery or grant a shield. Rotom enters one of the opposing goals and makes that goal zone useless. This is Regieleki. This is the Sky Ruins. This is not remote, but whatever. Being Zapdones make all the opposing team's goal zones defenseless. Well, that's alright. All the inner 3 do is serve as a misclick. Yup. The inner jungle is useful. The inner jungle one is useful, but it's also the default, so you never need to pick it. Inner team's goal zones, your Pokemon will be granted a shield and its HP will be restored. I also don't like how inaccurate it is, because in order for me to pick the top goal, I have to hold like 45 degrees to the left and up in order to hit that goal. And the same goes with like the bottom goal. I have to hold like straight down. Right? Like, it's not even close to where I have to actually aim it. If I aim it, like, diagonal up and left, or even just straight up, it will always go to the center. It's stupid. Granted shield and its HP restored, and then it won't. Citrus berries that recover HP. Appear by a forward goal until it's destroyed, which I think they actually do on this map. Tonic berries increase movement speed for a short time when picked up. Opposing team's goal zone is defenseless, goal scoring speed is dramatically increased, and it's basically instant. When Rotom enters one of the opposing team goal zones, doesn't happen because there's no Rotom on this map. Depositing energy into one of the opponent's goal zones will score points for your team. There's a limit to how many points can be scored in all the goal zones except for the base goal zone. Once the goal zone's limit has been reached, the goal zone will be destroyed. After a goal zone has been destroyed, proceed to the next goal zone to score points. Proceed immediately. Do not wait. Just go. They have Sky Ruins. Oh look, no Rotom. Oh look, no Zapdos. How strange. Too bad those tips were worthless. Regieleki appears on the top path. When it is defeated, it advances towards one of the opposing team's goal zones and makes that goal zone defenseless upon arrival. The opposing goal zone will become defenseless when Regieleki reaches it. While the goal zone is defenseless, it will not restore HP or grant a shield. You know what? They didn't buff Regice. They didn't buff Regice. What the heck? In every battle, Regice, Regirock, and Registeel will appear on the bottom path. Defeating Regice will increase your team's HP recovery for a short time by 0. In every battle, Regice, Regirock, defeating Regirock will increase your team's defense and special defense a minor amount. Defeating Registeel will increase your team's attack and special attack a modest amount. Defeating Escavalier will give your Pokemon an orange aura. While your Pokemon has this aura, it increases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon players. While your Pokemon has this aura, its move cooldowns are reduced, now by 10%. The Sky Ruins Rayquaza appears during the final stretch. Defeating Rayquaza will grant your team a shield that increases goal scoring speed and makes score attempts unblockable. When Rayquaza appears in the central area, air currents will appear in fixed areas of the map. When a Pokemon enters an air current, so at the 2-minute mark during the final stretch, there's like speed boost zones, just randomly everywhere. Not randomly. It's roughly close to where the goal zones are. Its movement speed increases for a short time. The number of air currents that appear changes depending on the number of destroyed goal zones. Yeah, so it's where the goals are. Air currents will not appear at the same location as a goal zone. Which makes sense, because otherwise it would overlap and you would be able to just speed through someone's goal. Recalling returns the Pokemon to its base. This action takes a short amount of time and is actually unblockable while you have Rayquaza's shield. Open the quick chat panel with up, select a message with right stick, pressing a move button while the quick chat panel is open. You can send the move's readiness status as a quick chat message, and you can also say how many points you have. Those are the only things I can think of off the top of my head that you can do. You can also do it for your battle item. Immobilized, Pokemon is unable to move, but you can still attack. Incapacitated, stunned, can't do anything. Asleep, stunned, can't do anything, but you'll wake up if you take damage. Sometimes. Frozen, same as incapacitated. Unstoppable, immune to resistances, but still able to act. Becomes immune to paralyzed, immobilized, asleep, frozen, incapacitated. They don't do anything. As well as a vision obscuring effects. I didn't know that. Cannot be slowed, shoved, or thrown. Bound. Pokemon is bound and left able to act. Effective against Pokemon with the unstoppable condition. Invincible. Pokemon gains the same as effects unstoppable plus immunity to damage, and I believe and immunity to bound as well. Hindrance resistance they have now added converts all the effects of hindrances inflicted on the Pokemon into movement speed at decrease, which is pretty neat, and I like that they have added this as an alternative to unstoppable for some of the longer moves. Why some of the other Pokemon in the game don't have this, I don't know, because Mime is one of them. Mime ult should be hindrance resistant, not unstoppable. It's not much of a nerf considering how much stun it is, but being able to slow it while it's like that kind of is important. So that it can't just ult through your speed zone and kill you in your own goal. Second goal. While third goal is still up. Bull. Well, that's all of those. Yeah, there's no emblem. There's no emblem tutorial anymore. Or at least there's not one that I can access. That sucks. I would have liked to see what it entails for a new player. That's a shame. You can obtain all emblems in the emblem decks except for Muse as energy rewards. I forget how you get Muse. I'll have to look that up again. Nope, no tutorial. Sad. I'll have to go through and merge these at some point. Look, I can merge a Charmander. I can merge a Squirtle. Merge a Wartortle. Caterpie. Merge all kinds of stuff, but this is gonna take forever, so I'm not gonna do it. What are the color details? Special attack, movement speed, attack speed, defense, health, cooldown reduction, attack, special defense, hindrance resistance. What the new Navy? What does that do? Navy. Unite move gauge charge rate increase, or rather cooldown decrease. That's pretty neat. Too bad I don't think I have any that have it. Can I search for Navy? Oh, it's the Dragonite line, of which I have only one. Which does not help me. He has HP though, that's pretty good. Don't know what these gives because I haven't gotten any. Well, that's a darn shame. We'll never know what the tutorial is. Probably not anything of value though, anyway. based on the tutorials that were here. They literally just copy pasted Remote Stadium's tutorial for Sky Ruins, even though Rotom and Zapdos are both gone. But oh well. Hey, let's go. Greninja's already my second most played character. All it took was the map change, and it's already there. Leon's the face of Legacy Showdown now. Still got another week-ish. Play it. Scizor in the shop yet? That's not the shop. Are we gonna be able to see how much it costs? Tyranitar's a one-off. We're not gonna make anything else as expensive as Tyranitar. Whatever you say. A lot of the all-rounders used to be 6K though. So Buzzwole being 12 is crazy. We don't get to see how expensive Scizor is. We'll see it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow either though, cause I have an exam tomorrow and the day after. So probably not, but maybe we'll react to some of the stuff as it comes out. Who knows? But that's gonna be it for me. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Bye, everybody. Bye. Peace.